So I'm recording this in my car because I just dropped off my son at his art class, and I just wanted to get this video done because in a few weeks my husband is going to be going back to work, and I'm just trying to get ahead of the game. So today I want to talk to you about choosing curriculum. There's like so many different ways that you can choose curriculum, and I just wanted to share with you my method on what I do when I pick out a curriculum, because there's just so much out there to choose from. It's easier if you know your why and your how when you're choosing curriculum. So let's get into it. But before I get into it, I need to let you know that this is a homeschool collaboration with Davene from Calm in the Chaos Homeschool and Shauna from Homegrown Homeschool. So if you haven't subscribed to them yet, make sure that you do. And there is a playlist down below so that you can see how other homeschool moms pick out their curriculum. So let's really get into it. All right, so I have like an 8-step process that I use to help me choose curriculum. And I will write it out for you guys and make it all look pretty so that you can download it for free. And there'll be a link down below. And this process is pretty simple in my opinion. And the first thing you need to do is to review your mission and your vision. You need to know your why and your how, because your why will guide you. Your why is your like North Star. It will guide you in finding the right curriculum and the right programs and the right resources for your homeschool. So you need to review that. And if you haven't developed a mission or vision yet, you need to. It doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be hard. It doesn't need to be some flashy thing that you need to share with the world and all that. It's just knowing your why, what your purpose is for homeschooling. So I do have a couple of videos that you can check out about developing a homeschool mission and a vision, and even creating a vision board if that is your thing. Okay, next is to set a budget. This is important, and this is a step that I sometimes skip or forget about. You need to set a budget for the year so that you don't go overboard, and that also, like, when you reach your limit, you just stop. Don't buy anymore, don't get any more, you're good. What is it? Less is more. Remember that, less is more. And it's easy to get sucked into everything and you just want more. So anyways, set a budget, set a reasonable budget that includes, curriculum and supplies and all that. Set a reasonable budget for your homeschool. So after setting your budget, next you want to reflect on the past year. What worked, what didn't, what needs improvement, just what were the wins and the fails. Just reflect on that so that you can get an idea. Like, you don't want to reuse a curriculum that did not work out, or get a curriculum that's similar to the last one that you had that did not work out. Like, you need to really reflect and to analyze how the previous school year went before you go out buying new pretty things. And then when you are reflecting back on the last year, is there anything that you did not finish? Like, this year we were supposed to study U.S. geography and U.S. history. Life circumstances like chaos happened and we did not get to any of those. Like, we touched on U.S. geography. By the end of the year we won't be done, so all that gets rolled over to the next year. So I don't need to buy new curriculum for next year when it comes to history and geography. Figure out what you already have and then roll that over for the next year. And then that brings me to the next one, is like, what do you already have? Like, look at your homeschool library or your home library. What do you already have? You probably have everything that you need already. You probably don't need to buy anything else. So what do you already have? And that could be, like I said, in your homeschool library. It can be on your computer. I know I'm not the only one that has downloaded those like curriculum packs where like all these different homeschoolers like put in their digital product in this one giant pack, and then you buy it and download it, and then you never use any of it, because that's happened to me. I've done that too many times and I have stopped. Look at what you already have, because you probably already have what you need in those files or in your bookshelves. So make sure you check that out too. And the next, you want to figure out, what can you create? Like, you don't have to buy, you can create. There's like so much information online, and it just takes a little bit upfront time, to create like a curriculum or a unit study or a deep dive. Yeah, once you've created, then it's something you can reuse like throughout the years, especially if you have more than one child that you're homeschooling. So what can you create? Think about it. And probably you want to create something that you're really into. Like, don't like waste your time creating a unit study for a subject or a topic that you are not into, because your kids will see that you're not into it. And then I know, like, yeah, some of you like say like, hey, put on all this hard work and then my kids, it was a flop with my kids. Well, then you need to really think about who your kids are. Like, don't make the curriculum that you want, make the curriculum that they need. You know, create the unit studies that they need, that they would thrive, that they would enjoy doing. So think about the kids. The kids, it's their thing, right? We took our kids out of school, or we homeschooled since birth or whatever. We did that because we want our kids to have a lifelong love. Lifelong love? Is that what I'm trying to say? A lifelong love of learning? You know me and my idioms or sayings or colloquialisms. I'm not very good at this. We want them to love learning. We want them to be able to do it on their own and not just us teaching them. What do you need? Make a list of what you need so that you don't buy things that you don't need, because it's easy to get glamored out there. Especially if you're on Instagram or social media and people are sharing, you know, the resources that they love and like, and you know, sharing their links so that you can purchase too. Make a list of what you need and do your best to stick to that list. Stick to it. You want to research to find what curriculum works best for your family. So what are your kids' needs, desires and wants, etc. What is your teaching style? You need to consider that, not just your kids' learning style, but also your teaching style. Do you want something more open and go? You want something that you're involved with? You want something that takes a lot of prep time or less prep time? Like, what do you need? And then you need to see if the curriculum aligns with your mission and vision. So you should already have that written out and memorized or on a board somewhere that you can see. Just consider the content, the approach to learning and the delivery of it. Like, consider the content. So for us, we're secular, so I'm looking for secular content. For those of my friends that are Christian, they're looking for Christian-based content, etc. So consider the content before you purchase. And then there are websites out there, like, was it Kathy Duff Reviews? That's a great website to refer to. I believe she's religious, she's Christian. So there is a Christian slant to it, but I think it's a great reference point if you are clueless about it, because everything is categorized and filtered, and she gives her honest opinions about it, and you know, she has like her top curriculum choices. I forgot what they're called, but I'll leave a link down below so that you can check out our website if you haven't done that yet. And then, you know, ask your friends, your homeschool friends. And if you don't have any homeschool friends, then ask your homeschool online friends, or ask me what resources or curriculum they recommend, and then ask why. Why do they recommend it? Because maybe your kids have similar needs as their kids. You never know. And maybe they don't. And so then you definitely want to steer clear from those curriculums. And then finally, when you're choosing curriculum, wait for the sales. Like, you don't need to buy it full price. Like, you save your money. Save your money. Wait for the sales. Wait for the coupons. Like right now, President's Day weekend just passed, so that probably would have been a good time. But what's next? What's the next holiday coming up? There's going to be, I don't know, it'll probably be, people are having sales all the time for every holiday, it seems like. So Easter, there'll probably be a sale during Easter time. And then end of the school year sale, and Memorial Day sale, and 4th of July sale, and all that stuff. So wait for the sales. Save some money. You could be using that extra money to go on like fun field trips or epic road trips to learn more about whatever topic that you are learning about. So we are probably going to learn about U.S. history for the next couple of years. So then I believe by the end of 8th grade, we will be done with U.S. history. And I would like to, for my oldest son, and I would like to go on an epic road trip back east to visit all, or the Northeast, I should say, to visit all of, like, you know, the revolutionary sites and maybe even the Civil War sites as well. That is the plan. So saving money to do that. So don't buy things full price. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.